coming at you guys with a Earth 2 OMI Tesla Pokemon cards update video. There have been a lot of people, which in case you have not watched my Pokemon videos, yes, there is a third first edition BGS 10 Charizard. Logan Paul came out with that on his fight with Floyd Mayweather. Why I see a increase in Pokemon cards in the next month or so, and which reaffirms my position on getting out of Pokemon cards right now. Not because I think they are going to go down at any time, they're not. Just because I'm about to sell at one of the bumps, one of the highs, and I'm going to get more into Bitcoin, more into Earth 2, more into OMI, and here's some more exit strategies from what I've gone over before. If you haven't seen my video, go watch that. It's pretty much, what do you call it? It's really short. It's maybe like 8, 10, 12 minutes, something like that. But I'll go over that here, and then I'll do a Q&A. For Earth 2, the short answer is I'm not. Short answer is Earth 2 is probably going to be one of the last things that I actually sell. And if I do sell them, it's going to be a couple of tiles, going to be a couple of properties. It's not going to be, especially if you're getting residual income with that. If you're getting something that you're getting money from that every single day, every single week, month, there's no reason for me to sell. But if it's something where, okay, well, I have something in Austria that I'm not really paying attention to because I have a megacity in Antarctica, or I have lots of land in Brazil, South Africa, and India, and then, okay, yeah, I'll go and I'll sell some other places like China, Japan, South Korea, Austria, Germany, all those, even in America, all those places. Now, what I won't do is ever get out fully 100%. But Chavez, you don't want kids. But Chavez, okay, yeah, 100% correct. But there's no reason why over the course of the long run, I can't give it to, let's say, Aria Realty, or I can't give it into just anyone in the future that wins, like, let's say, an extreme competition that I put on in Chaveztopia. Okay, yeah, I'll give them either a piece of it, or I'll give somebody the logins. Right now, Aria Realty's got the logins. But outside of that, OMI. When would I get out of OMI? OMI, I would scale at if I'm able to get 40 million OMI like I want to, then I would say when it reaches 10 cents, I'd sell 1 million, get 100 grand from that, and then put that into the business. I mean, Aria Realty you're going to go for. But if it suddenly goes from 10 cents down to like 2 cents again, well, okay, I'll take half of those profits, another 50 grand, and buy in at 2 cents again. And then I'll go and take the other 50 grand, and again, keep that towards the realty business. I mean, Aria Realty want to do. As far as Bitcoin, I would sell Tesla before I would sell Bitcoin, but I would have so much of Bitcoin at that point. I would probably have, three or so Bitcoin. Which again, if I sell the card for 280,000, 100 grand goes into Bitcoin. I get like 2.5, and I already have a half right now, or I have like 0.7 actually. So I'll be able to get that as well. So I would, because all you need is 1 Bitcoin, I think by 2030 to be a millionaire. Because if it's going to be, in my opinion, again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but $1 million a coin before 2030, okay, great. And why I would sell a little bit of Bitcoin before then is, let's say it goes to $500,000 in the next couple of years. Well, then it's only going to double, in the next 5 years after that, where OMI still, by 2026, I see going to $1, and I see it going to $3 by 2030. Okay, well, that's going to triple. But what is Tesla going to do at that point? I don't know. Like I said, I think they're going to be a $6 trillion company by the end of the decade. And if they're only $2 trillion, then again, they're probably going to triple. Again, this is all my opinion. I would reinvest in some Pokemon cards as soon as I am able to. But at the end of the day, it's all going to be philanthropy. It's all going to be going into wilderness areas and making them conservation areas as well. So if you want some free tiles, again, go to Guidebook Gaming's channel. Their link down below is on Twitch. And we have, right now, a super chat from Legacy of Bermuda saying, "Hello, Rambo Randy. Did you see our welcome video? Just a short show up before we're going to be closer to release our small movie in this month." Legacy of Bermuda, send that to me. As soon as I'll do like a reaction video to it, like, oh, my reaction video to this, because I am doing more videos now as well. I do live stream twice a day at 10:15 in the morning, 10:15 at night. But if somebody wants me to react to something, either super chat me or again, that's if you want me to research something. Like I've done it for Lynn X with Solana, and Solana is, I'm glad Lynn X mentioned that to me, because Solana is something, when I get enough money, after I buy Ethereum and Cardano, I would buy Solana. And Raythax asked me to go to CRO. CRO is another thing that I would get long term, so thank you for Raythax for that. So Legacy of Bermuda, I will totally look at that video again. Send me the link, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what have you, and then I'll do a reaction video to the trailer, and when it actually comes out. So I guess right now I'll get into the I'll get into the Q&A in a second, but just a reminder that I am all in on these coins, risking retirement on these coins, and I see a bunch of people saying like, hey, oh, yep, OMI, the only thing it's done is I've lost money with OMI. It's like, okay, well, have you hodled? Like, how new are you? Did you hold something for 3 months and that's it? 3 months is something that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Three months is a trimester of pregnancy. It is something that is not even on my radar as short term. Short term for me is like a year, 2 years, something like that. The only time when I would hold something for that small amount of time is if I put $1,000 into something and suddenly it 30x's, like within that time. It's like, okay, let me take some profit off the table. Let me do that. Now with OMI, I'm not going to do that because again, 10xing would be, yeah. So it should 15x by the end of the year. Again, in my opinion, that would just be going to about 10 cents a coin, give or take. Why I won't do it with OMI, because I believe it has so much more room to grow. And again, we have the Ron English thing out tomorrow. Those drops for those serial killers, those serial monsters. The serial killers meaning like the fat Frosted Flakes guy, the Count Chocula that's really fat. All these guys which have really good artwork. Between all of them, all of the mints and how much they're going for, when they sell out tomorrow, and they will, we're going to burn 281 million OMI. As long as we stay at 0.0023 cents, we are going to burn 281 million OMI, which is over a quarter of a billion. For those of you that just, quick maths right there. And outside of that, like I said, expect a big V-shaped recovery because Bitcoin has been on a tear. It was down to like 30 grand the other day when people thought that the government hacked Bitcoin in order to get it back from the pipeline. They didn't do that. What had happened was most likely, again, we don't know, but just hypothesizing here, is that they had been really loose with their numbers. Again, if you don't know, for any trust wallet or something like that, you get given like a phrase of like 9 words, which is very similar to how psychiatrists can control the Winter Soldier from Marvel, where you say it's like, okay, freight car 17, but they say it in Russian, like Dnyatsit, Adin, and all of that. So it's the phrase of 9 words that they left in an email that they left online. The government didn't actually hack into their Bitcoin. They just found their phrase that works. But because Bitcoin is going to go up, you're going to see all the other altcoins go up too. I guarantee you OMI does as well. Like I said, I didn't know how long we're going to be down here for, but I believe we're only going to be down here for a small while longer as we continue to go back up. I bought all the way down. I'm going to buy all the way back up. All right, so here we go. Investing for the rest of us. This is a Q&A. It says, they forgot about the real Randy Chavez. Yeah, so I'm, for those of you that, I kind of sent a little quick message to the haters in my in my video, and then I hope that eases your comfort. It comforts you a little bit and saying like, oh, well, this guy probably knows what he's doing a little bit, even though it's not financial advice. Chris Aloro says, yo, how did you come up with your name, The Real Randy Chavez? Well, I was listening out one day, I was walking by with a Walkman on, when I called a guy. No, I was, I figured that when Hugo Chavez died, there were so many people I messaged with, hey, is this like, are you related? I was like, no, listen, like, there's going to be other people around, there's going to be other Chavezes around, but I am Randy Chavez. I am the real Randy Chavez. I'm the old Chavez, the one. And I just went off there. I was like, all right, well, clearly Chavez is a relatively common name, so there's probably going to be other Randy Chavezes, but I'm not first, just the best, the real Randy Chavez. Chris Sutton says, people have been sending me a crazy amount of bids today. I may receive 2 a month, and I received 35 today. Wow, any news I don't know about? So for Earth 2, we still can't mine. We still can't go the resources still don't even have value yet. At least as of this morning, as of a few hours ago. I was just watching a movie with my girlfriend. Battle LA is really good. I liked it. She liked it. Gemma liked it. Right, Gemma? Oh, Gemma's asleep on the couch. Outside of that, nothing real crazy happened. The only thing is that, sales are up. And on Guidebook Gaming, again, link down below to their Twitch. They show the amount of money going into tiles into countries every day, the amount of tiles being bought. So that's something where people that are coming in from the upper echelon hate videos and the Big Fry gaming hate videos, and they come on and they see us talking about legitimate stuff, they see how much money's flowing in, they think like, oh, I don't care what these people say, I gotta get in. Because and not everybody that watches Big Fry or upper echelon gaming is gonna automatically listen to everything that they say. They're gonna go do their own research, and when they do, they're kind of like, oh, there's money in this. And some of them are going to be forward-thinking gentlemen and ladies. They're going to think that, okay, this is the future. These are some that have NFTs already with the Easter eggs. Earth 2 has the potential to, again, 100x our return. A lot of people already have. A lot of people have already done that with, now granted they have been with big locations like the Rio de Janeiro area with the statue of Jesus, and you have the Vatican, Empire State Building, stuff like that. So people have already done things with like thousands of percent growth. But again, this is just the beginning. This is just in phase 1. We can't even do anything yet. So, yeah. Chris Sutton also says Bitcoin is going to be going down. It will hit around 10 to 15 grand in the next year, then going to skyrocket in the next few years, is what I think. Again, right now, because El Salvador just made it so that their legal tender is Bitcoin is legal tender in El Salvador now. That's going to put pressure on other countries in order. Like Panama is next. This is not a one country thing. Again, I get it. All right, it's El Salvador. They definitely don't have a high GDP. And a lot of people in El Salvador don't even have bank accounts. I think actually in America, like 15% of adults don't have bank accounts. They're unbanked. So in El Salvador, in a second or third world country, I'm not sure what they are, definitely not first world, a lot of people don't have bank accounts. So they're not paying with debit cards. They're paying with cash. Or if they have another store of value, like they have with Bitcoin, and now places are being forced to accept it. You have to accept it. You can't not accept it. Maybe there's places that say we don't have the ability to accept it. Oh, Gemma. My girlfriend's trying to get Gemma to go to bed. But no, if it does go down to 10, 15 grand, I would be ecstatic. I would be able to get so many Bitcoin, it would be ridiculous. But I don't see that happening. And again, if Bitcoin goes down to 10 to 15 grand, OMI's going to drop from 0.0022 right now to like 0.00044, and you'd be able to get a million OMI for $440. That would be insane. I would love it if that were happen. I would get hundreds of millions, but it's not. I can't in good conscience say that it is. I don't have a crystal ball. So if you're right, Chris Sutton, I will come back here and I will donate money to the charity of your choice, because that is, I don't see that happening, but if it does, I'll be very, very happy. And thank you, Legacy Bermuda, for that €5 super chat saying, Rambo Randy, did you see the welcome video? Just a short show up before we're going to get closer to release our small movie this month. So, guys, I will be promoting Legacy of Bermuda's small movie. I'm going to see that welcome video and then do a react to that and give my thoughts and opinions. Ramesh, what's going on? Saying, I catch you. Very good morning from here. All colleges shut here due to COVID. Oh, wow. Ramesh, where you at? What country? What part of the world are you at? All colleges shut down due to COVID. That's insane. I was just in Washington, and it's like almost like COVID. There's like one or two places that like, no, you need a mask in order to enter. A lot of places like, I don't care. And where I was like Seattle's a blue area. You'd suspect a lot of red areas to do that, but yeah, a lot of people are immunized now. A lot of people have they've got the antibodies, so they're fine. Crystal Poindexter is saying OMI makes you go against the principle of investing. I would take a loan on my house if I could to buy more. So I was actually I've been telling a couple of people, I was like, listen, what is it on your house? Like, even I was telling my friend Tyler the other day, who I was saying, like, listen, if wouldn't you get a line of credit on your house, a home equity line of credit? What is it, 3% interest? He's like, about that, a little less. So it's like, okay, well, what if you take $100,000 of that and you go buy $100,000 of Ethereum and you stake Ethereum? Because that you get 6% a year when staking Ethereum, and that is tip of the iceberg as far as staking for everything else. So you're basically getting free money because you're paying 3% on that 100 grand, but you're making 6% on that 100 grand. That's just free money. So I don't I don't understand why people aren't doing that. If I had a house, I would do that. But again, I would never buy a house. But yeah, OMI, like I said, I'm selling out my Pokemon cards right now in order to get OMI and Bitcoin. I'm selling everything I have right here. I have a couple of bottles of Tesla Tequila. If anyone wants them, they're full, they're new. I have. That's what my. That's what the phone is standing on right now. I will sell everything I can because that's just more OMI. That is more OMI. I have 8.8 million. I'm gonna have over 9 million by next week. And when I sell that card, I'm gonna have, and I get as much as I can. Hopefully, I get to 40 million because this is going to the heckin' moon. And one of my videos, I think this morning, basically saying that I believe OMI won't just make me a millionaire. It will make me a deca millionaire, meaning that it will make $10 million or more. Anyone that again, my friend Shaban, and anyone, investor Ali, oh my God, JP, Alex, a bunch of these. I have a bunch of people on here. Raythax, Predict. I have a bunch of people on here that have tens of millions of OMI. There's a couple that have over 100 million OMI, and yeah, they're going to be worth 9 figures if they keep that. If they keep on doing what they're doing. Now, obviously, you're probably going to want to trim a little off the top as it scales, maybe a little at 10 cents, a little 20, but and so on and so forth, just to be able to say, hey, all right, spend some profit, take some money's worth. But at a 40 million, like I said, at 10 cents, I might sell $1 million. So I have 39 million left. At 30 cents, I might sell another $1 million. So I have 38 million left, and at that point, 100. So I cash out $400,000 at that point. At 50 cents, get another $1 million. So I have sell another $1 million. That'd be 37,000. Upside 37 million left, and at that point, I would have cashed out about 900,000. And when it gets to $1, maybe I'll do another $1 million. I don't know, but like I said, by the end of the decade, I expect it to be around $3 because it's gonna. I think what's gonna hit 10 cents by the end of the year. I think it's gonna double, so make it 20 cents by the end of 2022, and I believe it'll grow 50% from there on average each year, getting to about $1 by 2026, and then it'll slow down, and then because the burn will be a lot less, but you're going to see something. Again, that's if hyperinflation doesn't occur. If hyperinflation occurs and you have let's say it's $1 is not what it used to be. And already we see that with Chipotle raising their menu by 4% because of inflation, because of the Federal Reserve printing all this money. And they're just saying yeah, we're going to print a couple $1 trillion this month, and at the end of the year, print another couple $1 trillion. That makes the dollar worth so much less. Hyperinflation occurs, you're going to be burning a lot more OMI from that. But yeah, around 2026 is when it'll stop, I think, growing by 50% each year. And then that's why I think $3 by the end. That's just the end of the decade. That's just 2030. For everyone that's 30 years old or older, they know your 20s go like that. The 20s go absolutely so insanely quick, and you're just 2030 is going to be here before you know it. And then we're going to be looking at 2040. And I know a bunch of you 20-year-olds are like, okay, 2040, yeah, I'm going to be an old man. I'm going to be 40 years old by then. That is not old. That is not old. There are some clients of mine that had, worked in construction for 20 years, and they open up their own business in their 40s because they're tired of working for someone else. I have a bunch of friends that retired from the Air Force after 20 years that are 38, 42, what have you, and guess what? They're starting another career because they're still so young. 40 is not old. 30 is not. I swear to you guys, it is. All right, maybe you have half your life yet, but the first 10 years, what can you really do? How much fun can you really have at 10 years old? You can't get drinks on the beach. You can't go vacation whenever you want. Even at 20, you don't have the big boy jobs yet. You can make the argument that some people have their parents' credit cards, and some girls, they have an older boyfriend that'll take them places, but for the most part, my 30s, I'm only 30, but so far it's been a lot of fun. I do much more what I want. Early 20s is fun too, but you're a little broke in your early 20s. You're supposed to be. And the people that are in Earth 2, the people that are in Vivi, they are not these kids that are playing Roblox, or they're not playing Fortnite. These are older people in their late 20s and early 30s that are in this. They have big boy jobs. They have minimum of $1,800 a month expendable income. That is the average amount. I don't know if it's a person or a family has each month after paying all their bills. That goes into Earth 2 or OMI or Bitcoin or Tesla. Like I said, if they have very high conviction in something, like I do, to the heckin' moon. And I'm just one person. I'm one guy. I'm a nobody. I'm sperm of the sperm whale. There are whales out there that have 100 million OMI and have hundreds of thousands of tiles. There are people that put in a couple $100,000 in there, putting me to shame. But I'll get there one day. I'll catch up. Ethan Youngbird, hello. Investivus for the rest of us says, will you need a 1080 Ti to play E2? It's possible you could play on there, but no. They want to have it at one of the lowest. They want to be able to make it so that you can play it on your phone, but also you're not going to need that much computer power as per the wishes of the developers. Ramesh says, when will the Chavez Megacity be ready? Well, I mean, we can't build anything yet. Phase 2 isn't out. But like I said, once we're able to mine resources and we're able to build, get a giant whiteboard, and be like, okay, here's Penguin Sanctuary, here's Penguin Races, here's shops, here's Main Street, here's everything else. So yeah, we will decide. Richard Kaner says, no, it will be playable on your phone. Yeah. So you're gonna have things. Now, I mean, there's certain things that you might not be able to play on your phone. Like, I don't know how it would affect, like the Warring World. Will be on your phone versus computer. Probably easier on your computer, but yeah, you're gonna be able to do most things on your phone. Ethan Youngberg said, do you invest in real estate? Not yet. I will next year though, and it's not something that I'm gonna put $100,000 into, because me and Aria Realty, we're both veterans, so we both have the VA home loans. So yeah, in real life, we're gonna be able to I'll get a triplex, he'll get a triplex, or we'll both get 2 duplexes. And with a VA home loan, you're able to go in, and as long as you live there, you don't have to put any money down. So I will live in one place, he'll live in another place, and I'll like live there, but I'll be spending most of the time at my girlfriend's place. And a consequence of that is not having to put any money down. We can put all that into OMI, we can put all that into whatever, and then I'm gonna have a little bit of extra capital to pay the mortgage and to pay whatever, while we're getting tenants in, while we're getting renters in. And once we do, okay, family here, family there, or tenant here, tenant there. And for the most part, it's just gonna pay for the mortgage, it's gonna pay for all the bills and everything. And it's just gonna be, okay, normal people do 30-year mortgages, but we'll probably pay it off in 15 because we're gonna have so much expendable income coming in. And again, what happens is, if in a few years, the property value goes up, and okay, well, we paid off 100 grand of it, we could do a cash out refinance, and we can get a new loan that pays off the old loan. We net the 100 grand and put it into more property. So that's our next goal. And all of this, again, and thank you guys for 10 likes. Everything at the end of the day is going to go to charity, whether it's Best Friends Animal Society, whether it's buying wilderness areas. Going to be able to go and want to save the world, be the brown Steve Irwin. That is my plan. Investments for the rest of us says, should I describe this to my friends as an investment or a game? Well, when we were first starting and we said, okay, well, how do we get people into this? Because if you talk to an investor and say, like, listen, you're going to be able to have a Warring World, PvP, you're going to have resources, they're going to be like, what the fudge is all of this? No, for an investor, if you want them to invest, say, okay, there's a finite amount of tiles that only so many are made, only so many can be bought, and you're going to be able to get ad revenue from the foot traffic that comes in. As people build something, you could rent it out. There's a bunch of different ways to make money. But for a gamer, yeah, go hardcore. Say, like, listen, at the end goal is Ready Player One, but the graphics already, based on the videos we've seen, better than Red Dead Redemption. They're insane. We have credible developers. We got Dylan CO attached, who is responsible for bringing Oculus Rift to a bunch of different places. So yeah, gamers, depending on who you're talking to, go on and explain it one of those ways. Richard Kaner says, it's both, man. Not a game yet, but it will be. Absolutely. Neat, invest of this. Chris Sutton, give it to a dog rescue. All right, Chris Sutton. So y'all heard it. If Bitcoin reaches 10 to 15 grand, $100 will go to a dog rescue. So Probably Pit of Our Souls. Pit of Our Souls Dog Rescue. They specialize in pit bulls in Long Island. I'll do that for them. You heard it here, folks. Oh, Ramesh. So schools are closed in India due to COVID. Are you guys not getting like the vaccines? Like, are there not any available there? What do you guys need in India? Let me know. Grandmaster Mawal says, do you have an OMI/E2 re-enter strategy? Yeah, actually. So if I sell, let's say, $100,000 worth of OMI when it reaches 10 cents, and then it goes down to 2 cents, I'm going to rebuy in there. But for the most part, I'm going to have so much. I'm going to have so many tiles. I'm going to have so many OMI that I won't really need to re-enter unless it goes down. Earth 2 re-entering, if I decide like, hey, I'm 40 years old at this point, and I want to focus on other things, I would re-enter. See, it's going to be hard because at some point a lot of the tiles are going to be bought, and there's not going to. If I would have to rent, so I'm not going to sell everything. If I do re-enter, there's really no re-enter strategy, because when I get out is when I get out. But I'm never going to get out fully of these. I'm just going to get out, when I need to. Again, I'll get out for philanthropic goals, but at that point in 10, 20 years, I'll still only be 50, so I don't know. I'll slowly get out. Maybe when I'm 60, I'll get out fully. But again, because these are such money makers, and I can leave it to other people, I don't need to go in and say, hey, this is something I want to re-enter, and spend like 20x of what I would spend now, or 30x what I would spend now, just to get a couple of tiles. So. KZad Gamer says, bro, I trust you, and I invest $70 on Earth 2, but those days I see many YouTubers say it's a scam. I just hope I get my money back. Yeah, absolutely. So again, for me, this is a long-term thing, and a bunch of people, I feel like they're all saying, hey, they're just saying it's a scam just to get views on their video. They're feuding with Aria Realty. Aria Realty's got a bunch of great videos on the subject. Good Gemma. Sorry. Everyone say hello to Gemma. Hello, Gemma. Oh, yes, you're good dicks. Good dicks. Oh, you're so cute. Go play. Go do puppy things. But they're just doing that. Once the next thing comes along that they can say it's a scam, and that's what their channels are. They just say that things are a scam and people believe them. But the smart ones, they come do their own research, and then it's like, okay, well, this is legitimate. They have legitimate people talking about it from legitimate backgrounds. People have made a lot of money. And right now, it takes between 24 and 48 hours to withdraw. But again, for me, if my girlfriend decided to get into Earth 2 tomorrow, I'd be like, okay, put a couple $100, put a couple grand in there, and then hold it. Just set it and forget it. And then by next year, well, I'll probably tell her, okay, now you mine. This is what you're mining. Maybe you're going to trade a little bit. But yeah, I wouldn't sell. Again, it's not financial advice. But any one of my friends, if Aria Realty came in and said like, should I sell now? I would slap him across the face like, no, you're not selling. You're not selling. Chris Sutton says, I think of investing in Earth 2 is like investing in a gaming company. Imagine if you could buy land in a game that is pre-produced, or that is produced, and in the game you can make what you want. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. And I can't wait to play. Chris Sutton says, KZad spent over $1,200 in Earth 2 back in November. I have withdrawn over $2 grand and still have $16,000 in land worth. You can get your money back, but it might take some time, but you will. Wow, you got in super early in November. I got in mid-December. I think December 14th was my first video, so I probably got in December 12th, give or take. Yeah, I wish I found this in November. I would be so much more richer if I had found this in November. Grillmaster420 says, hey Randy, I was wondering lately that maybe resources will be on GoChain blockchain technology, and that's why they had to redo phase 2 and get all resources like a token for the blockchain. So they did have to do, Grillmaster420, they did have to do a overhaul for it, but it is most likely just because of Essence. The one thing that is holding up phase 2 is Essence. Hello, Gemma. But as whatever's on the blockchain, it is on the blockchain, but it is not going to be on GoChain. It could be on Chainlink. It could be on something that they're creating themselves. I don't know, but it is not on the GoChain. I have confirmation from that. But again, just because it's not on GoChain doesn't mean that it's on another blockchain. I don't know which blockchain it'll be on, but it's not on GoChain. Ethan Youngbird saying, I'm only 16 investing in Earth 2. Oh, wow, Ethan Youngbird. You are yeah, you're going to go, and if you're investing now at 16, you're going to do a lot of great things. Whether it's OMI, Earth 2, Bitcoin, Tesla, yeah, that's you're definitely setting yourself up. I would, God, I would kill to be 16 again. Honestly, some days right now, like I said, intent at the end of the decade, 2030, you're going to be in your mid 20s. Right now at 30, I still feel like I'm 16. I like to watch cartoons. I like to play video games. I like to go out with. When I was in Washington, with me and the two friends I was there with, we could do anything that we want. And we did. We went to a casino, went to bars, went to a steakhouse, an oyster house. But one night, we just stayed in watching scary movies and eating junk food. That's what we were doing. You know, did we have ice cream? No, I did not have ice cream. You know, I had egg. I woke up every single morning and I had Eggo waffles with butter and honey because they're heckin' delicious. If you don't lose that sense, that childlike thing inside you, you're fine. You know, maybe you might get a little weight, some hair might be gone, but for the most part, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. And I'm very jealous that you're doing this at 16, Ethan Youngberg. Chris Sutton said, Grillmaster, it has been confirmed they won't be using GoChain. All right, Chris Sutton has also confirmed that as well. KZAD Gamer says, Chris, you are lucky. I just want my money back and sell everything. I have $150 worth of tiles. Again, those will be worth a lot more in the future. I would not sell right now, but if that's something that you are dead set on doing because you need it for rent or bills or whatever, by all means, do what you got to do. Ramesh said in 2018, our central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, banned Bitcoin. Later, the Supreme Court of India interfered and said RBI is having the right to regulate the cryptocurrency market, but no right to ban. So very good on India's Supreme Court. I'm very happy about that. The right to regulate the cryptocurrency market, but not to outright ban it. And again, El Salvador is the first of many. The first, eventually, the whole world's going to have to accept it. Maybe some parts, older parts of the world that are like time capsules, or like Singapore. Well, Singapore doesn't have ghettos because they, whenever you have a majority of population, well, let's say now 51% are Muslim. Okay, now the whole place is Muslim. Now everyone's Hindu. All right, the whole place is Hindu. Everyone's Christian. Okay, the whole place is Christian. That's how they don't have ghettos, and that's one of the places that is probably going to be the last to have a Bitcoin as a crypto, as an official legal tender. Bitcoin is obviously used there already, but as far as a legal tender, that's very hard to do, especially in a free place like Singapore. Again, I see Panama going next. I see a bunch of Southern and Central American countries. Maybe Venezuela would be the last because they want to think that Maduro wants to think that I'm doing a very good job. Maduro sucks, and I feel so bad for my Venezuelan brothers and sisters because they're dealing with a lot. A lot of people lost so much weight because of socialism down there. I feel really bad. Again, I'm Peruvian, but have much love for Venezuelan friendos. Grillmaster says, okay, maybe they are making their own blockchain. Yeah, it's either their own blockchain, could be on Chainlink, not sure yet. Chris Sutton says, KZAD, what countries do you have? If you want to sell your property, I will buy it from you tonight. Whoa, Chris Sutton says, KZAD, what is your username on Earth 2? Go, guys, go, get it. They're housed in Morocco, in the Sahara Desert. Ooh, Chris Sutton already invested heavily in Morocco. This is insane. It's like a soap opera. Grillmaster 420 says, I wish someone would buy some properties off me. Mine are too small. Grillmaster, it's Buddy. Oh, hey, what's up, Richard Kanar? How's it going, buddy? Grillmaster 420, that's his username as well, same name. Well, a bunch of people have a bunch of properties. KZAD Gamer is Azad Gamer 2. That is interesting usernames. Am I the only dumb person that has the same name like Randy Chavez? Randy Chavez. How do I find users? How's there you search it? Oh wow, everyone's going on back and forth about their Discord and Instagram. Chris Sutton's Instagram. That's great. Tech Shadow says, can you agree that the withdrawal system from Earth 2 is one of the biggest problems? It was. It's not anymore. Again, now it takes on average 24 to 48 hours to get your money, which, again, if I, let's say, try to withdraw money, let's say I sell a stock on a Wednesday and it doesn't settle for a couple of business days. And, okay, Thursday, let's say it doesn't settle to Friday, and I begin the withdrawal process on Friday, it doesn't, the ACH takes a couple of business days. So it won't go until like Tuesday of next week. So it takes about a week if you want to take out a TD Ameritrade or E-Trade for a stock. So, I mean, getting something 24 to 48 hours is pretty good. Now, I agree there are some things that should be instant. With the crypto, I'm pretty sure that will be instant when they do announce it. If they announce a crypto, which I'm pretty sure they will. But no, I think one of the biggest problems right now is just a lot of FUD that I see. But again, that's not bad for us. Whatever delays people getting in, that's fine. That I can still buy more tiles. I still think we're spoiled. I still think tiles are cheap right now because we're in phase one. We don't have any big competition. There's not millions of people in this now. It's a couple 100,000 users, and with a couple 100,000 users, we still have some tile prices that are under $1. Whereas when we get 10 million users, not going to happen anymore. It's not. Investivus says, can you overview 1,000 feet, a good strategy for your first time pulling the trigger on tiles? Been browsing. Okay, let's say $100. Yeah, Investivus. So what I would tell someone that was new, I would say, okay, listen, Chaveztopia is going to be one of the best, biggest megacities in the game. Buy a couple. If you have $100, buy 5 or 10 tiles in Chaveztopia. Spend between like $7 and $14, and then the rest of the money, maybe let's say $10 in Chaveztopia, and then $50 in other places that you can get for cheap. Let's say you can get off the buy new land. You buy a new land for, let's say, 60 cents, but then you go to the marketplace for that land and get it for like 40-50% off. I would take those resources and that essence and bring it to Chaveztopia, and then keep like an extra $10 or $20 in there for the crypto, because that's something that'll be very good as well, in my opinion. Tori Jean Pascal, what's going on? Says, why do you think it won't be on GoChain? Do you think they could have the same choice as Vive, as they're based in Australia? I just have confirmation that it's not on GoChain. I didn't get a reason why. Tech Shadow says, have you withdrawn any money from Earth 2 into your bank account yet? I won't. I won't. Not that I won't ever, but I have no reason to. So I haven't. Pretty much everyone else that makes videos, they've done that just to prove that it can be done. But I haven't done it yet, no. Drew says, got a few of your new Generation 2 NFT today. They are so nice with the spinning features and flashy design. Wow, Drew, that's great. I forgot they had, they told me about that. It was unloading today, but I had so much to do today. I had to stream this morning. I had to make other videos. I had to drive to Brooklyn, and now I'm here at the girlfriend's house. So we just finished the movie, but I'll check it out after the stream though. Ramesh said, the largest democratic country of the world, India. More than 20 crore people don't have bank accounts. What's wrong in having the cryptocurrency as legal tender? Hope every country in the world accepts. Yeah, like I said, I like it because it's good for me, because I have investments in Bitcoin. But there are a couple of things where I don't like the government saying you have to accept this form of payment. That's just the libertarian in me. That's just the anti-big government thing to me. Even though I, as a business owner, I accept crypto all day. I've accepted crypto for a lot of my Pokemon cards. For the Chavez Kanto project, I've accepted that for a lot of them. I haven't accepted it yet in the high-risk lending business. Again, I have since retired, so I probably won't unless I ever get back in. Old partner of mine was asking about buying my book of business, saying like, hey, if you're owed this much, I'll give you this much. If he pays in crypto, yeah, I'll take that. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Tech Shadow says, how much money have you invested into Earth 2? About 12 grand, give or take. I definitely want to do more, and once I sell that big card, let's say for 280, 100 grand goes into OMI, 100 grand goes into Bitcoin, and then I'll keep 50 of that for Earth 2. So but not all of it's going to go directly into the game. Some of it is going to go into the crypto. If they announce that and I like it and they have good tokenomics, then I'll go and get that. But that'll be, I don't know, I'll put like 20 grand into it, something like that, and I'll keep maybe I'll split it. I'll put 25 into the crypto and I'll put the other 25 into the actual game. Maybe there's some things that you have to pay for to get things done early. I don't know. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that finance right now. Tech Shadow says, wow, and that turned into 60K? Yeah. I have about 55 It says the increase was 55 grand and the total now is 65 grand or something like that. But I would say average like 60. Just because, and some of the tiles, like if I want to sell, I'd sell them at discounts. Yeah, it's a great return. It's nice, and that's why I told a bunch of my friends that it's like, hey, listen, just for the land income tax, just for the referral codes, you make some good money there. I was averaging at one point like a couple $100s a week just from land income tax and referral code. It's like, oh yeah, it's slowed down a bit since then, but again, referral code down below if you want to buy and get 5% back on your tiles, on your properties. Moving on, we got Investivus for the rest of us saying $100 on all tiles. I put my other money in the right places. Is country irrelevant? Your answer above focused on discounts. That's most important for you? Question mark? Thanks. All on $100 on tiles, put my other money in the right place. Is country relevant? Yeah, because I mean, U.S. is like $60 a tile. I think Brazil is like $4 a tile. India and South Africa are 3 or 4. But Antarctica is only $1.71. I started the Megacity when it was like 69 cents. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69 reference. And it increased by over $1. It's $1.71 now and I tried to buy as much as I could before everyone got in, but I saw that just creeping up by the day. I was like, oh man, this is going to be so expensive if I continue to do this. And I have most of my tiles are in Chavez. I'm going to hydrate real quick. All right. But yeah, discounts are good because they are. That's part of it. Another country I would get maybe a little bit in Austria, because I think Austria is going to be one of the first countries in order to have that, where we're going to get resources. We're going to be like the beta testers for that. Oh, resource. But again, I could be wrong. It's just a gut feeling. Tech Shadow says, do you automatically invest your referral code money back into tiles? Yes. Some of it I keep. I'll keep like in the account just in case another country opens up. All right, another country opens up, then I'll go and I'll put another couple $100 into there if I can. Like I said, at 10 cents a tile. Okay, well, 100 tiles would be $10, so 750 tiles would be $75. So yeah, I'll keep a few hundred in there at a time, just in case a new country opens up and I can get that. Even if I pay 20 cents a tile for it, worth it. Ramesh says, Earth 2 team is very slow. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of them. They're very quick, but there's just not a lot of them. That's why everything appears to be going slow. They don't have, hundreds of employees working like Game Freak does on Pokemon games, or Rare does for Banjo-Tooie, or any Midnight Clubs, or any of the big Nintendo games that you see going on. They just don't have that. So for the amount of people that they have, I think they're working very quickly, but it's just hard to see because it's a small team. Phase 1, Phase 2, etc. Yep. Venice Dennis says, I have 100K plus tiles in E2 and was wondering if you think I'd be able to make a decent passive income in the future. Yeah. I'm thinking if you have, so let's say right now, if each resource you can sell for a penny, okay? So that means, and each tile gives you a resource. So 100 tiles would be $1. So figure 100 tiles would be $1 a day. Let's say if you mine resources once a day. Then, okay, well, what is 1,000 tiles? Well, that's $10 a day. Okay, all right, that's lunch, that's money, that's gas money. So then what about 100,000, what about 10,000 tiles? Well, that's $100 a day. So if 100 tiles is $1, and 1,000 tiles is $10, then 10,000 tiles is $100 a day. That is real money. That is $100 a day, for 10,000 tiles. So if you have 100,000 tiles, well, do the math. It's $1,000 a day. If each one gives you 1 penny. If each resource gives you 1 penny that you can sell it for. Now, obviously, you need a buyer. Obviously, you need to have and that's just from selling resources. That's not including essence. That's not including the crypto. That's not including you building something on those tiles and then saying, okay, yeah, now we have an event here. Now we have Flip Cup. Now we have quarters. Now we have an event where people are going to go, they're either going to pay to play for the game, or they're going to pay to play, or you're going to get ad revenue. You're going to get traffic from that. So whatever you want, again, there's going to be several ways to get passive income. 100,000 tiles is a lot. Now again, you have to have buyers for that, and most likely you're probably going to want to give someone discounts. Like, okay, well, instead of, I'll give you like a 750 plot tile, maybe give it to them for 10 or 20% off. You're still making, 80 cents for every 100 resources you give. And if you do that multiple times, yeah, make a good amount of money. Tori Jean Pascal says, how would you like to be thanked in case OMI makes us millionaire? Well, OMI will definitely make us millionaires, in my opinion, as long as we hodl. But I would say, well, there's already one person with the real Randy Chavez tattoo, and another one that's going to have it in the next couple of months. I would say make a video. Make a video of either yourself. You don't want to show your face. Just be like, hey guys, I really want to thank the real Randy Chavez because I listened to him. He took the time to go and explain certain things to us, like the tokenomics for OMI or whatever Earth 2, and now I'm a millionaire because of that. Like for me, when I become a millionaire, which should happen next year, might even happen at the end of this year, but definitely within 2 years. I'm gonna have a big thank you to all who helped, all who saw me through it. But I don't know about you, but again, me, kid from Peru, literally born in the dirt with no roof. The fact that I could be where I am today is a little ridiculous. Hi, babe. But yeah, going millionaire, I've done things I'd never even dreamed. I did not think it was possible. Part of that thinks, okay, yeah, this is a simulation. This is a game, because what happens in Fortnite and World of Warcraft? We have hundreds of billions of hours played in that game, and new characters are created because it's so popular. Well, what if Earth is a game, like we're a game that aliens are playing right now, and the increased population is because of the increased players, and we're just all the avatars. So I know we kind of got a little sidetracked from that from the original question, but Tori Jean Pascal, yeah, I would say a video, just be like, hey, thanks man, this is the impact I had on your life. Yeah, that'd mean a lot. Venice Dennis says resources and revenue. Heck yeah. Ramesh said, how will Generation Z will keep on waiting? Waiting as far as what? As far as COVID vaccines? You go and join the Earth 2 and keep them pushing every time. Keep them pushing how? Oh, hello, kitty. Oh, it's a good kitty. Guys, everyone say hello to Leo. Meow, 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 meow. You want to good baby. All right, go do kitty things. So yeah, just if you could rephrase, Ramesh, what you mean by join Earth 2 and keep pushing. But no, Generation Z, that's the future. That is the future of gaming. That is the future of NFTs. That is the future of virtual reality and virtual real estate. I mean, like right now, a few years ago, it was thinking, okay, Uber was a very good idea to invest into. Why? Because their market share will only grow as time goes on. Again, why? Anyone 60 and over is most likely never going to take an Uber. But you can be damn sure young people are taking Ubers. And what's going to happen in 20 years? A lot of those older folks, those old guard, they're going to die off. And a lot of younger people, they're just not going to take Ubers? Yeah, so years ago, Uber was a good investment. But now because of Tesla's ride-sharing network that they're going to launch within the next couple of years because of full self-driving, they're disrupting that industry. Uber and Lyft will be gone because it's all just going to be Tesla. It's going to be cheaper, it's going to be much safer, and there's going to be no sexual harassment things because you don't have these weird guys, that are driving in Uber and they're driving in Lyft that are making, snide comments to, the women that they're driving, or even some men that they're driving. It's not going to happen because there's going to be no drivers. So, like I said, Gen Z is going to be the future. As much as some people might hate to admit it, they're going to be the future of gaming, virtual real estate, and look to what they're doing. Why I found Among Us, why I found TikTok, was because I lived with a teenager. That's what they were doing. I was like, oh, okay, this is fun. And it's very, very creative. So watch what they're doing, and you'll be able to tell the future, guaranteed. Venice Dennis says, wow, that's cool. Thanks, Chavi Cat. I appreciate you too, Venice Dennis. Appreciate all of you. Investivist for the rest of us says, I guess I was asking, are all tiles increasing value at the same rate, or is it per country so that popular countries go in value quicker? Yeah, it is popularity. And right now, be advised, this game is only in English. This game is not translated into other languages. But despite that, South Korea is the number 2 country. It is growing so quickly. And I have said that since it was a couple of dollars. I was like, oh, South Korea is going to be big. Same thing with China, because once those people get their teeth into something, once those people are like, oh, this big one that goes viral, it goes viral. And South Korea is the second largest country right now as far as Earth 2 goes, as far as sales, as far as money going into it. You'd be damn sure they're going to be big players yeah, in the future. So yeah, just to answer, it is by popularity. But again, at some point, tiles won't mean anything. The tile price won't mean anything. And what I mean by that, Investivist for the rest of us, is that if you have a property that is bringing in, you know, a couple of dozen, let's say it brings in even $50 a day or $10 a day, you're not going to pay for the tiles. You're paying for the property. You're paying for the property because that's what the tiles, yeah, they'll generate resources, they'll generate essence, but what's the actual value that you're getting is going to be from the property and the foot traffic and the ad revenue. That's what's going to make it. So right now, if I knew I had a great idea, like everyone is going to love this, I just need to get it out into Earth 2, buy something cheap, because it doesn't matter where it is. There's going to be channels like mine, there's going to be channels like Guidebook Gaming, Ari Realty, Bull Combo, wherever you want. They're going to go and they're going to be like, oh, check out this game. Everyone's going there, and you're going to go viral. Guaranteed. John Doe says, do you think people will buy properties in the U.S. just for the beautiful view in the future? Like a beautiful view in the Northwest? Yes. There are already people have that planned already for Key West, in Florida, down in Miami. Our realty has places down in Miami, but also outside of that, yeah, Northwest too. There's a bunch of people that have said, listen, some of the landscapes look so beautiful, they're going to buy those tiles just so that nobody can build anything on it, just so they can keep that view. It's like a rich person buying the house next to them just so they can tear it down, just so they have a better view. Like, that is guaranteed what's going to happen. I've heard people say that before. And yeah, if there's a beautiful part of Brazil that I have and I don't want anyone to touch it, I'd be damn sure I'm going to buy it. Yeah. Vittori Jean Pascal says, definitely I will. Thank you with the video. Then I will buy you a drink, whatever we will be in the world. Thank you. Vittori Jean Pascal, where in the world are you again? Let me know so we can meet up for drinks one day. Ramesh says, maybe a language problem. Ha, just joking. Pushing means just follow. Oh, yeah, totally follow up with the youth all the time. Roby1 Kenobi, how's it going, man? There's my leaderboard friendo. Says, hey, Chavez, how's your day going? My day's going great. I streamed this morning. I did a couple of videos, and then I had sprinted at like 12 o'clock, and it was so hot. I got home. I drank like half my protein shake. I did not even untie my shoes. I kicked my shoes off, and I like crawled into my tub, and I turned on the cold water. I was so hot. I had my clothes on still. I was like, it was horrible, but it was great. It was good. I haven't had a run like that in a while. That was good. Since Washington, since last week. But I did that in a gym, so yeah. Ramesh says, I didn't think anything awkward, just maybe English is making some problems. Yeah, no, Ramesh, agreed 100%. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, definitely following up with kids does definitely help. So it's been about almost an hour. Let me know if y'all need anything. Let me know everything else you want to go for. I will do a little more content before I sign off. But yeah, the idea of being, again, I have some friends. If you even have 1 million OMI right now, I believe you'll be a millionaire well before the decade is up. We'll obviously see, again, for those of you that missed my last few streams, I'm going to do big $1,000 giveaways when it reaches 42 cents and when it reaches 69 cents for the 420.69, you know. Yeah, this is something where I'm excited. I'm more excited every single day about the future. I'm more excited about, just because I know where this is going. I know where all of these are going, and I could not be happier. I could not be luckier. Again, if we are in a simulation, the person controlling me, as I'm the avatar, put most of the game stats into luck. They put it on hard mode because they, were born in a third world country, very bad starting point. But the luck that happened was that I got adopted out of there. I happened to be born with a relatively good brain, and I just, very, very exciting, very, very exciting life. And this, I believe, will make me a decamillionaire at one point. Vittori Jean Pascal says, I'm in Cambodia. But if I'm a millionaire, I'll pay the flight ticket with pleasure. For information, I run a travel agency here, but I also have good contacts in Madagascar also. Then we need to talk, because I need to buy land in Madagascar. And right now, for outsiders to buy land in Madagascar, it's $500,000. So yeah, I started on this journey a couple years ago, thinking like, okay, I'll raise $1 million, so this way half of it can go to Madagascar and half of it for me. Obviously, I'll do that very, very quickly. Yeah, a lot of land will be bought there. In sustainable tourism, I know that. Yeah, so I want to, hopefully, if I can make it like a sanctuary, if I can make it a place where, yeah, if big tourists come in, I could use that money to, like I said, buy more land. You know, just upkeep it a little bit. Pay for whatever I can. Because again, we got really important people like Elon Musk focusing on getting us to Mars. We have other people focusing on vaccines, clean water, clean energy, you know, what have you. There's so many people focusing on humans. I want to be one of the biggest advocates for animals. And you'll see it before the decade's up. I guarantee you see news articles and whatever about, oh, this crazy brown person buying land in Madagascar to save the animals. I hope I can make a big impact. I don't expect to be as huge as Steve Irwin because that person's just a special person. But I want to use all the money for help. Ramesh says, bye, breakfast time. Adios, Ramesh. You go have some eggs, you go have some waffles for me. Everyone else, I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say, where is Dashi? Where is Dashi? Dashi will be in one of tomorrow's videos, if not both of them. I love you all. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye. And thank you for that super chat. Every super chat means the world to me. And yeah, Legacy of Bermuda, thank you for that. We shall meet again. Send me that. Thank you guys for 15 likes. I love you all. Okay, goodbye. Where we want to go? Meow, meow, meow.